As a caution, there are times when we solve these types of equations, but the solution or a solution that we find isn't actually in the domain. Let's start here by determining what the domain of this equation is. The domain of any solution to this equation. And I'm just going to write it simply as x cannot equal certain things. I'm doing this very informally. So numbers x cannot equal. X cannot equal a -1 because it would make this denominator equal to 0. X cannot equal a -7 because it would make this denominator equal to 0. Now what if we look at this denominator? We're going to have to start by factoring it. Good thing we have lots of practice factoring these. We have x plus 7 times x plus 1. And look, we already have -7 and -1 as not included in the domain, so perfect. Now what I'm going to do is multiply both sides of the equation by x plus 7 times x plus 1 to get rid of our fractions. So I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 7 times x plus 1. Let's put a little multiplying sign out here. And I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 7 times x plus 1. And I'm multiplying both of these guys by each of these linear terms. So I have x times x plus 7 times x plus 1 all over x plus 1 plus 5 times x plus 7 times x plus 1 all over x plus 7 is equal to, now this x plus 7 times x plus 1 is just going to cancel out with the denominator, and we're just going to be left with 16x plus 10. These two are going to cancel out. These two are going to cancel out. So I just have to distribute that x to the x plus 7. Distribute this 5 to x and 1. We're going to start by combining like terms, and then we are going to rearrange this equation so that it is in standard form and set equal to 0. So first, just combining those two like terms. Now we don't want anything on the right-hand side of this equation, so I'm going to subtract 16x and subtract 10 from both sides. I'll end up with a minus 4x minus 5 equals 0. Now I have to factor this guy to figure out what solutions will make this equation true. I'm going to have an x minus 5 and an x plus 1. So x is either equal to 5 or x is equal to -1. However, -1 is not in our domain. That would have caused a couple of our denominators to equal 0. So -1 cannot be a solution. Our only solution is x equals 5. X equals -1 is considered an extraneous solution.